Good morning. Really good discussion board this week. I think the stuff on Applium evidently tripped some few triggers and worked out really well. What I really liked this week was so many of you were successful in incorporating the actual economic concept into your discussion. That was really what I've been looking for all year. The post by Lee on healthcare was really most interesting because it gave us a sense of here's a practitioner and the look that practitioner had at the healthcare issue. So I'd recommend that to you. There were a tremendously good and lively discussions connected with Josh and Lee's and Eugenia's posts that obviously are what we're after. Bobby adds so much when she goes back and looks at other people's posts, so a thank you to Bobby. The discussion board coming up next week is about market failure due to externalities. So I want to try to help a little bit before we get there, and let's talk about this. Okay, when you look at a demand curve, that's private benefit. I'm going to buy something, it's all in my self-interest, it's only because it suits me. If I'm going to use my resources, say go to work, I'm only going to use my resources supply if it suits me. If I can't do anything else better with my time or with my effort, has to meet my opportunity cost. Fair enough? Now, both parties, party one, party two, both parties only consider private cost, private benefit. The problem is those two-party transactions sometimes have either a negative or a positive impact on the rest of us. For example, if you drive a great big muscle car and that great big muscle car pollutes the air and uses excessive gas, then it's not capturing the true cost. If you look at the true cost, it's not capturing the true cost because it's only private cost. To capture the true cost, you would have to add in what it's doing to the rest of us. That's going to shift that supply curve backward, okay? If you're doing something like fixing up your house, you fix up your house, well, that helps your neighbor's value. That increases the value of your neighbor and your neighborhood. Well, that demand curve is only based upon what it does for you. Doesn't make any difference for the neighbor. If we're going to take into account the benefit to your neighbor, the positive externality, that demand curve should shift outward and to the right. Okay? So now, when you write your comments and write your blog for post for next week, I'm looking for specifically you to describe that negative externality. I'm looking for you to describe the positive externality. I'm looking for a solid example, and I'm looking for you to use the proper economic concept. So hope you have a great week. I do have some videos posted for you, so you might want to take a look at those. I think they'll be helpful. We'll see you next week. Bye.